So we've travelled over to Norway to see the launch of the Hardraade ship. Here it is, less than an hour before it's going on the water. So Laurie and I are having a quick scout around to look at the different techniques that have been used. It's absolutely beautiful, and the smell is, is just, as lovely as being back in the Longshed. There are already differences. Obviously, it's a different style of ship, but there are lots and lots of similarities and some amazing carving and oarwork. I mean, Laurie, if you want to explain the planking, it's quite different, isn't it?
Yes, so these top two planks are made of pine, whereas the rest of them are all from oak. So I'm guessing that's because, one, it's a little bit lighter, but two, they probably couldn't find oak trees big enough, so they've gone over to pine, which you can find some bigger diameter pine trees to do these two planks because they're much wider.
These rowing benches are incredible. So there's no forks on this ship. They literally sit on these benches, which have all been sponsored and beautifully carved. Every single one is different. And inside is the rowers' possessions, their seat mat and anything else that they want while they're out on the water. They are just a thing of beauty. I mean, it's definitely something we could have on our ship. Maybe not for rowers, but for possessions and to store things away.
Yeah, store equipment. Yeah, because we've got a lot of offcuts planking, so they can possibly go into that.
And looking at the oars, I mean, they're interesting. We've had prototypes in all very similar to this, where they're sort of wide, the shaft is much wider towards the handle, and they're much longer than our oar. I think.
Yeah.
I think it's pine.
These are all pine.
Which is, if you look up to the mountains, you can see why they're made of pine. It's just pine everywhere. So fully understand that. So, but the spoon shape is more definite than ours. Ours peters out into nothing really.
Yeah.
But each sponsor has got their name on here, like this, and I don't think the carvings look like they are uniform. I think they're the same one.
Yeah,
they do. The flooring is interesting. It's something different to what we saw when we were in Denmark. This is just planks.
Yeah, in between all the frames. Yeah, short sections.
What's going on with the framing? Because that looks quite different to sections in the middle.
It's very, very similar. I noticed that some of the trunnions round the other way, but you can see these trunnions around the same way that we would do them on the Sutton ship, where the nail's driven in from the outside. These two down here are driven in from the inside. So
would we expect our frames to be above the floor like that?
No, ours are going to be below the sole boards. Dave's out.
It's one of our volunteers out in the boat. Very nice. We'll see him a little bit later.
Yeah. The soles on our ship are much higher up from the frame.
Looking towards the bow. That's bow.
That's the bow, yeah.
Yeah, you see they've got a figurehead. So again, something we haven't decided on yet. Find out later whether or not that was actually originally part of the ship or something that they decided to add or change. Yeah, it's just amazing, isn't it? So in about 25 minutes, we're going to see this go down the slipway and end up out on this beautiful fjord. There are already lots of boats out there waiting to see the event, so they've got prize position. The paddle boarders will be sitting down here somewhere as it goes down the slip.
It's a beautiful day. It was raining yesterday, so they've picked. It's lucky it's had a beautiful day for it, really. And they're going to use an axe to chop through the rope, and then the ship will just slide into the water.